In a world of pixels, bright and bold, a canvas for stories, both new and old. With the heart that beats in 4K delight, the Sony FX30, my creative light. Its sleek design, a companion so true, capturing moments, just me and you. From sunrise whispers to city night glow, every frame a treasure, emotions will flow. With every click, I dance with the scene. A storyteller's dream, where visions convene. Its magic enchants, in silence it speaks. In the realm of the lens, my passion peaks. Oh, Sony FX30, together we soar. In the dance of creation, forever explore. Your beauty, your power, a bond that won't fade. In every shot taken, my heart's serenade. This right here is something that will transform your camera into a conversation starter. If you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in the FX30, the cinematic magic that comes out of this thing, or building up a cinema rig. I'm gonna give you my breakdown of how I built my cinema rig, why I built it, the reasons why behind it, and also make sure you stay until the end so I can give you some bonus tips on how to get your first couple of jobs. Let's get into it. So I bought this FX30, switched from the Sony a7 IV because of the overheating issues. And also because I wanted a cinema rig. I wanted some sort of cinema line that Sony had to offer. FX30 was in my budget, and it's also the same body as the FX3. I'm not going to give you guys the technical specs of all this, but just understand that it's the body of the FX3. This thing is pure magic. Let's get into it. So first things first, I built my cinema rig because, in all honesty, I was running out of the battery from my Sony a7 IV. And also with this thing, because it could only record for like an hour or so on one battery, and then you got to switch out batteries, and it's just a mess. So I decided to build up the cinema rig with everything you see here to make more cinematic footage and also to have longer battery life. So I'm gonna give it to you guys from the start. So I bought the body only, as I was saying. I already had the 20mm 1.8 G Master lens. So these products were purchased by me, but Smallrig and Best Buy are sponsors of the channel. So shout out to them. I created a Best Buy storefront in case you guys want to get access with ease to all these products and also the Smallrig. So this whole kit is going to be linked in the description. Okay, let's get into it. So starting from the body, I wanted to get a cage, probably like everyone does, right? I went with the Smallrig HawkLock in the colorful red. So this just simply goes on by the mounting hole along with the screw on the bottom of my HawkLock cage, all right? So we slip old girl in like so. Flip her upside down, as you should be before you put it in. Kidding. Okay, so the flathead screwdriver just simply mounts that in like so. From here, I wanted the XLR handle. Not because I actually wanted the microphone, but because I wanted a way to control my camera, okay? So this is a hot shoe mount. This will go in like so. And then it has these captive retention with spring, like screw things. You go ahead and tighten those in with the flathead also. And then now we'll get into the Cineback Lite. Now this beautiful piece of gear is by a company called Camera Foundry. They're not sponsored the channel, but they make super dope products. Now this thing is able to put a V-mount battery on like so. And then you can enter in, oops. Then you can put in your D-tap for the dummy power. And then you can also power up 2 separate USB-C, whatever you want to put, like monitors or whatever. This thing I'll actually use to charge my phone because I actually use my phone as a monitor. Next off, we'll go with our Cineback Lite setup. This thing, you're able to put your Smallrig battery. This actually is the Smallrig SE, and I think it's like the mini 899 V mount or mini mount or whatever. But this thing will simply just go on. If you see the gold connections, it'll snap on like so. If you listen, okay, and you can release it with this little button right here. But anyways, I decided to go with some sort of quick detach mount. So this is kind of just like what you would put on your camera to attach to a tripod. So this will connect to your quick detach mount and goes on like so and locks into place, okay? And then I also got some 15mm rods to go ahead and just have like a quick detach from this onto this if I want to run and gun or whatever. But let's put it together real quick, okay? So we'll flip old girl over again. And then voila, like magic, you can attach your camera to the center back light, and then we will put on our rail system. So this is just a simple, quick way to get your rails on and off. Now, since we're not novices, we'll put our screen out, put the rods in right quick, throw on our center back light with our V-mount Smallrig battery, lock them babies in like so. Do the other side. They're locked in, ready to go. And if you can see on this side, the little LCD screen is protected by LCD protector. Now, how do we get power from our Smallrig battery into the camera? That's where these Condor Blue dummy batteries come into play. So it's the same thing as the Sony batteries, but it's a false battery. It literally just is a connection to a connection. So simple enough. Put our dummy battery in. Tuck in the wire. Connect the DTAP port. And then there is a small button on the top right here. And then voila, we got power. So I decided to get, and this right here is something that will transform your camera into a conversation starter. That's one of the main reasons why I decided to build a cinema rig. If you guys don't know of the psychology behind people that own Rolexes or Lamborghinis, they don't buy them for the brand. Sure, they love their product or whatever, but you buy a Lamborghini or a Rolex because you want to be affiliated with the people that own and can afford Lamborghinis and Rolexes, right? So with a professional rig like so, you're going to engage with people that are able to afford your type of work, or just to be able to start up a conversation with these people. That's actually how I was able to get my first couple of jobs. So this thing goes in like so. With the Smallrig, this is called the Smallrig Mini Matte Box. It transforms your camera literally into a more cinematic looking rig. This thing is just pure sexy. I don't care what no one says. But we go over a couple little brief details for the mini mount, or I'm sorry, the mini matte box. Now, not only does this piece reduce sun glare, supposedly, but you're also able to insert these filters. This guy is I think it's a 1/4 light diffuser, but it makes everything look, probably don't go with this. Probably go with the 1/8 because it doesn't do as much as I've wanted it to, but it softens up the highlights and just like light in general, and makes everything look so much more cinematic. But that's a breakdown of my cinema rig. I'm able to get so much better quality of video from a rig like this. Now, to top everything off, this XLR microphone was definitely a learning curve, but totally worth the money. Now, this whole rig in total is not cheap at all whatsoever. However, you get what you pay for, and if you have a business LLC behind your photography or videography, it damn near pays for itself. But this is a breakdown of just how I have my cinema rig set up. This thing is so dope. Like, how could you not ask someone, what the heck is that thing? That's literally the reaction I get from everyone who wants to inquire about my rig. So it first started off with jiu-jitsu, but I also would take this. So this cinematically precise YouTube channel it's not my first YouTube channel. My first channel is up right here, but Trashy But Classy, which was pretty much like based on garbage truck content, jiu-jitsu content, and firearms. This thing definitely had a purpose away from my videography, like the side job that I do. I really got it for YouTube at first. And then I decided, hey, you know what? All these people are asking me about this rig, so I'm gonna capitalize and I'm gonna get the jobs that people are asking for. So I'm gonna land and deliver these video jobs that clients want. So far, I've shot a wedding, a 50th surprise birthday party. I've done a whole bunch of different things. But this rig is literally a one and done type thing. You wanna record family, just family stuff, or commercials, movies, whatever you want. This rig is it. She is him. That don't make sense, whatever. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. This is my baby, and I love her so much. She's not only a moneymaker, but she's also a part of me. My camera's a part of me, just like your camera's a part of you. I took this to jiu-jitsu class literally every day. Every day that I would train, this baby was with me. I was more disciplined with bringing my camera and recording myself than I was bringing my phone. People will spark up conversations and ask, what the f is this, you know? And then little do you know, they probably will need a video shoot in the future, or maybe even now. That's how I started off doing videography. My very first client, the way I got my very first client was pretty much just posting up videos showcasing this on a tripod, working. And of course it would spark up conversations, but my buddy ended up hitting me up and he was like, yo, I need someone to shoot my wedding and it looks like you could do it. So of course I got underpaid for it, but shout out to my guy, it doesn't matter. You gotta kind of take the cheap jobs in order to build up a portfolio. So that's how I got my first job. Word of mouth spreads like a wildfire. After that first job, it was like boom, 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 boom. Job after job, I was getting them. And honestly, I think it was because I built this the way that I did. I got photography clients by showcasing my work through social media. I would do short video clips like such of me sparring, of me fighting, and people love what comes out of the FX30. You can tell that it's not just an iPhone or a GoPro. This looks so good. The color science, the way that it just portrays the image that comes into the camera, and especially having the filters on them. With this filter, you're able to keep it in blurred pretty good, so it looks a little more cinematic. But with the light diffuser filter, if that's what it's called, I don't know, it's been a long day. But with the light diffuser, it makes everything look like softened up, more professional, a little bit more cinema. And people love it. People love it. They want that sort of work for their special moments. Word of advice though, make sure you guys do your research, record everything if you are going to get hired on for jobs, because I actually messed up my second or third video shoot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my rig, and make sure you guys let me know what you're shooting with. Talk to you in the next one.